All right, let's do this. Today is Sunday. It's the third Sunday of the month. That means Torrance is hosting its monthly antique fair. It's like just a huge flea market. You can go there and you can find a lot of different things that interest you. My obsession is trying to find Minolta lenses, obscure ones, Pentax lenses, Olympus, Konica. So let's go there and see what we can get. I'm also vlogging on the Osmo Pocket 3. I bought this last year and I've been kind of getting used to it. I haven't used it as much as I would like, but it's because sometimes I want to use my mirrorless cameras, or I say I want to use those mirrorless cameras. I have a Panasonic G9 II. I have a S5, Panasonic S5. I have a Canon R6 Mark II. And those are great for client work, but for my personal stuff, it's like, they're just a little too much. I got to rig those out with the lenses and the ND filters and all this kind of stuff. I don't feel like doing that. So today I'm going to be shooting with this. This is a Panasonic S5. This is the Mark I version. And I was at Paul's Photo over in Torrance, and I found this Vivitar 17mm f3.5. I'm going to be shooting some shots with this today. That book right there caught my eye. First thing I'll say is that shooting with the 17mm is a little bit challenging. It's a focal length that I am definitely not used to. Kind of struggling to get compositions, but it's all right. Let's keep trying. All right, so right now I've stepped away from the antique fair. It used to have a lot of cool stuff, but lately it's kind of fallen off. There's a lot more people who are just selling like stuff that they just got laying around in their garage. So it's hard to find something like a really, unique value. But it is local. It is something that I just like to kind of go around and, I practice with like a lens that I might have just acquired and such. But right now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to find a little bit of a quiet space to have a little discussion. When I chose to pursue graphic design, I never did it with the idea that I was gonna make a certain amount of money. I wanted the opportunities. When I chose photography, I also did the same thing. I chose it because they offered me opportunities. I went to places that I believe could do that for me. I was already living in LA and we had a lot of design firms out here. So I did apply for those advertising agencies. My dream was to live in New York. I did try to move there, but that didn't work out for me. And I did end up moving to Tokyo for 2 years. And I pursued creative direction, art direction, graphic design, and photography. When I did those decisions, I didn't do so because, again, they offered me a certain salary amount. I was actually never about the salary. I was about what fulfillment the job could give me to really explore my creative chops and different things. Yeah, so I wanted to really flex my creative chops and to go out there and to make a name for myself as a creative. And I just assumed that the money would follow that. And that's how I ended up kind of pursuing my whole design kind of career. Money is very important. And if I can go back in time, still make the same kind of choice. I would pursue the opportunities. Now for my youngest daughter, who is very talented and is kind of expressing interest in design, I tell her hey, you might want to balance out the financial side with the creative side. I can help her create a roadmap. I didn't have a roadmap. I just went into it. Whatever company was hiring, I applied, I did the job. So in hindsight, yes, I would definitely do something different. But I am fulfilled from my job and I've made peace with where I stand with what I do. One thing I have learned is that sometimes opportunities are not given. You have to create them. And so when I came back from Tokyo and I created my own design firm and I worked for myself, I did it because I wanted the opportunity to work with brands that had eluded me. And I was empowered by my choices. And now when I'm looking at where I stand financially, I wish I could be better. I'm not a baller in any kind of way. My job pays me enough that I can take care of my family. I can raise my 2 daughters. I could handle all of my basic necessities and needs. And if I wanted to go above and beyond that, yeah, I could probably work a whole lot harder and do some different things, stress myself out. I'm not really interested in that. I'm kind of made peace with where I'm at. I'm almost 50 years old. So the only thing I would do is just to be more selective with the brands that I work with, be more selective with the opportunities that I want to have for myself. And I would still have that same fulfillment. Money is important, but when it comes to what I do creatively, it doesn't factor as high to me that I would make a choice to sacrifice the balance that I have created for myself. So that's kind of like what I wanted to say for this kind of video. If this resonated with you, let me know, like just write in the comments below and tell me if maybe you chased career opportunities for money or for fulfillment. Anyways, that's all. I'll check you next time. Lates.